We are playing Slay the Princess. We've been playing this for the last 2 streams. We played the demo last Friday. But the game came out on Monday, and I got the game brand new. And we've been playing it for a bit. And we're gonna continue it because the game is kind of weird and I'm not sure what's going on. We also got a content warning. It's a horror game, not intended for all audiences. There's a little graphical gore, but not too much. It's more psychological things going on. But let's get to it. There's our hand, our monster hand. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There's no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. It is a love story of sorts. Yeah, this game is pretty good. Like I said, it's not like gruesome, or it's not like horror. It's more disturbing. I don't know what's going on. So, recap. This is a princess. She's in a cellar somewhere. We need to slay her. We are accompanied by voices in our head. There's a narrator who narrates what we're doing. They want us to slay the princess. We have the voice of the hero, who is fairly noble, and he wants to save the princess. And then eventually we get other voices, depending on what we do. So far we've slayed her and we've saved her, and things happen. We tend to get to a certain point, and some entity made out of arms will grab the princess and absorb her personality, maybe. Oh, she's gone mad. Like absorb the essence of the princess. Like how we interact with the princess creates different personalities in the princess. And so this entity is wanting us to do this over and over again. And I don't know the point of it, but we're going to keep going. See if I can read time. I think this is the one. October 24th, 12:43 in the morning. So that looks like the latest one we did. Let's go. Okay. This is new. Oh yeah. If you leave the menu screen, she'll do random things like jump scares. She's an interesting lady. Let's see, the narrator. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. Yeah, that's why we need to slay her. The narrator thinks that the world is gonna end, but I'm not sure about the narrator. Every time the entity grabs the princess, or right before that, the narrator disappears, which is interesting. Blah blah blah. We can complain about this. It doesn't really matter. Killing a princess seems bad.
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I just had a Stardew Valley thought, because in Stardew Valley there's a fisherman, and I think there's a miller, and there's a seamstress of sorts. There's a princess though, unless you count like Mare Lewis. Okay, we're just gonna go for it.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
We don't really need to fight him.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Also, the art is beautiful. I've said this before.
A warning before you go any further.
This also reminds me that I need to do more Inktober stuff. I'm way behind.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Yep. We'll skip this after, just because this is a new stream, I'll let the dialogue happen. Be considerate.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Alright.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So the entity has told us that we can't repeat what we've done, so I think things will happen to prevent that from happening. We'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yep. He's gonna get all mad at us because we have the knife in our hand.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
And the narrator has a prejudice against basement apartments. I think they're alright. I don't think they're the worst things in the world. Oops, I hit a mouse button.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
So her voice gets a little angry-ish if we come down with a knife.
She sounds dangerous.
Dangerous.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
She might be.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
So far we've killed her.
You walk down the stairs.
We've
and lock eyes
had
with
her
the
kill us
princess.
as an innocent
There's a heavy chain
person.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
And we did something where we made her insane. Like we broke reality by doing something crazy.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Probably.
Focus on the task at hand.
The task.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yep. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
You can do that.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
That's...
Don't you dare.
You can do that for now.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
The
Maybe
voice of
she
the
really
hero is
a
very
monster.
reasonable.
Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
He's a noble voice. He will, if the tables turn and it looks like, about saving the world, he will advocate for killing her, but for the most part, he doesn't want to. We'll drop her knife, just for
Blade
now.
tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine.
Sure.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
No, it's a little awkward. Let's just make the best of it. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
You're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Look at me honest.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world.
Yeah, the
I
world's pretty
think.
good. There's like plants and chipmunks.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
I don't know. Her dress looks in pretty good shape.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. Look at her. Look at that crazed look. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Alright.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
That's true.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to.
Oh, sorry. That's hitting the right mouse button does that.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Could be worth a lot.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Do we trust her?
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
It's fun. When she's all nice and docile, she says her name's the princess.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Alright. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Alright.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is.
She is.
I'm sure of it.
I've only been able to save her hand once, and it wasn't in the first round. We've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Getting you out of here. Gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. Keep her locked away.
That
We haven't
seems
done
like a
that.
pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't,
What? What are you gonna do?
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Yeah, we're gonna lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It's funny, the
Won't
door
be
doesn't
long
close
before
on
I
us.
slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
We also know that she can bite through her own hand.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Sticking to her
It'll be
plan.
the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work.
Yep, it's fine.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
So we're
Isn't
just
long
going to stay
before you
here and
start to
watch.
drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you...
Damn it. Keep on hitting that mouse button. You just keep my finger away from it.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So, all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Yeah, we'll just do that.
Threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day.
I mean, she's a little angry. It's understandable. We should probably leave the cabin, but we're just gonna go have a
Princess's
nap.
threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get
Yeah.
out of that awful basement.
She has both her hands.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's
Fine,
as though your
it's
body
fine.
simply stops working.
She will just... I don't know. Let's learn from Stardew Valley. We'll give her a salad, and she'll like it.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Yeah, we can't do anything.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth.
Yes, salad.
Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Salad appeases like 4 to 5 Stardew Valley residents, and probably would do her good too.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Of course you can.
She steps closer.
Hi.
One silent footfall at a
Your
time,
hands seem to be
cocking her head in
backwards.
curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Yeah, she's like sucking her life force out.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but it is.
Oh.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yes, we die a lot. It happens. Chapter 2, The Nightmare. So yeah, this game kind of goes into 2 phases.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Yeah,
You're here to
blah
sleep.
blah blah. So yeah, we do what we do, and we either die or we kill her, and then we go into this second mode. Actually, we usually just die. And we're aware that this is our second time around, but the narrator isn't. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
Yeah.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh! What if he hears us?
And yeah, the second chapter, we develop another personality based on what happened. So we have a paranoid personality because she, like, poltergeist murdered us somehow.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit! I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met.
So
Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
I'm gonna see if I can change a thing. I'm gonna turn down the sound volume so the voice volume stands out a bit more. Blah blah blah. Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go. She
Blah,
will
blah,
lie.
blah.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Don't trust anyone. Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls
There's
almost featureless.
Ghosties.
The only furniture of note is a lone table.
And there's no
knocked
door.
outside in the corner of the room.
She broke the door.
Pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
There's also a mirror that the narrator can't see for some reason.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Yeah.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
We can do it. Kevin's different than I remember.
Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
Well, we see
She
somebody.
knows that we're here. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the
So
narrator
focus
is
up.
about.
A lot's riding on this.
I don't know if he's lying or he's just not aware of it. Let's approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Yeah, I would be paranoid too. I wouldn't want to do this.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and
There's
rub
our
your hand
monster
against the
hand.
cabin wall.
Apparently we
I
have
hope you know
feathers
how
too.
ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
My original idea was that we're from a monster species and royal humans would be a threat to us. But I don't believe that anymore. I think things are gone farther than that. We'll take the
You
blade.
reach down and pick
It's
the
not gonna
blade
help
up
us.
off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a
She
weapon.
can kill us just by existing.
Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Okay.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife?
Can we have a bomb?
Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
It's true. Our self-thoughts seem to affect her or affect the world.
Those are the words of someone who knows
Except
sending us
our
to death.
self-thought is paranoid right now, so that's probably not going to help. Like, we had a thought that was in love
You
with
cross
her,
over the
and that helped
threshold
out a lot.
and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
This is normal.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static,
Fresh
as if you're
lightning?
descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Yay, we're going to have fun.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
I bet she has a new Mario game. We can play that. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Alright. We don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs. Let's do that. Nope.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. We have some void. Why not? I don't know. Falling through an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything?
The narrator does not appreciate
Make
us.
your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement.
I'm guessing the
mark where
planks
floor should
represent the door that
fine
was.
vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
It's funny. The voice of the hero is the voice of reason.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
It's true.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Oh, poor paranoid.
Please
It's fine.
stop
We'll be
saying
fine.
that. You're only going to make things worse.
Well, we can throw
Just
the
pick
knife.
a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Yay. Let's do nothing. Let's make her come to us.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are.
There she is.
I told you I was going to find you.
Okay.
As the princess
Oh,
approaches,
no.
your legs suddenly go numb.
I guess throwing a knife is not an option.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
Her dress changed.
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
We freaked out the narrator, which is pretty impressive.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Probably not a lot.
Your vision cuts
Nope.
out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
I haven't died twice. We'll see how this works.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs,
The voice acting is awesome too. It's well done.
Your lungs pull in a desperate
Oh.
gulp of air
Oh,
as
we
your
came
eyes
back.
shoot back open.
We came back.
What are you doing?
The narrator's cheating.
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
No,
Okay,
no, no.
whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Voice said Paranoid's getting pissy.
You have seconds left.
Come on.
Yes, I'm sure.
We can do it.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
You gotta stab her.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Nerves, heart, lungs.
Oh well.
I don't have. I need an option.
Is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
We're like forcing ourselves to be alive.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
She does. I don't know. I don't think she's trying to kill us. She just does.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? You're a lunatic. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? Let's do that.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try to kill you. So do your worst. Toss your blade and remain with your nightmare. Really? Let's leave together.
What? No!
Because I don't want to die and I don't want to kill her.
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
Even if she's killing us, I think we can make it out.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, shit.
Oh.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Yay, Paranoid. Paranoid's saving us.
Nerves. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Like I said, I mean, this is technically a horror game, but it's more. This is really cool.
I wouldn't trust having our back to her.
Oh, come on. Paranoid, you gotta stay focused.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Besides, liver, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. Nerves, heart,
Alright.
lungs,
How about you?
nerves,
Let's.
lungs.
She can go behind us.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess.
I'm
on
assuming
your
she
neck,
couldn't leave on her own.
your limbs buzzing with pins.
Although
and
it looks like the
needles.
door's closed.
An uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist.
You're almost there.
Lungs, liver, nerves,
Yeah, it's definitely like Stanley Parable. It's just with
heart, lungs,
a different theme, really.
heart, lungs. The only thing left between you and the cavern
It's a little less
was the
silly.
now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you. Liver, nerves, heart, lung. Oh, you snake! There wasn't even a door when we first.
It's
got
true, there
here.
wasn't a door at
The
all.
door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
No,
I
stay
know he's
focused.
messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now.
Yep.
Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Can we stab the door?
Liver,
Uh,
heart, lungs, liver.
try the door.
Oh, look at that. It's locked. What a relief for the world.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
Okay. Sometimes believing in something makes it happen. Try the door. Yeah,
Pull against
exactly.
The door. The lock
Just like
gently clicks
the
open
voice of
in
the
response to your
paranoid
effort.
is keeping us
The door
alive by
creaks on its
believing that
hinges.
we're
This
alive.
isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
That's awesome. We're swinging the wrong way.
You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think,
Oh,
are you?
stay focused.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerve. Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you?
No, we're in control as long as we believe in ourselves.
I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her?
Because you don't exist.
I don't know. Secret reasons?
Secret reasons.
The door is open. What are you dawdling for?
Oh
It's
yeah,
time
she
for
can't
us
hear.
to go.
She can't hear the
world is
narrator.
waiting.
All right,
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin.
you're so
This is
staticky.
it. This is your final moment to make things right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her.
Slay her. Yeah, it's in the name.
It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
No, I imagine having the name Kill the Princess would affect how it would exist on Steam and things like that. No.
Okay, what do we do? I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now?
No, me, not you.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
we do.
We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain?
he doesn't know how to do it.
Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs.
Oh, they're working together.
Liver. Nerves. Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves.
It's the understudy. He's doing a good job.
Liver. You're terrible at this.
So he's doing his best.
I know. I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Sorry, we're talking to ourselves.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart. Finally, I can talk. Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things. They were asking you for your blessing to trust me.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Fuck this guy. Don't trust him.
Awesome.
Heart,
Yay, paranoid.
Really? So you'd have them trust her? Heart.
Yep.
Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it? I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down.
Yeah.
Thank you for your gracious show of support.
I don't think we could stab her. She seems kind of ghostly.
But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact.
Okay.
Whatever. You heard what he had to say. So whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done. You can let me take over again. Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it. Heart, lungs, liver.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to
She
say,
thinks
my
we're
patience is
crazy,
running a little
which we
thin.
are, but
So
still.
don't make a lady wait any longer, okay?
Sorry.
Open the door.
Why can't you just get out? Leave the cabin. I don't know what happens if we kill her twice. In the second round.
Forested path beyond the cabin. Nerves, you bastard. Lungs, you've actually done it.
Speak louder.
Actually doomed. Heart, lungs, liver.
It's
Oh, he's gone.
Beautiful.
As soon as we leave the
I
cabin, the
can't wait
narrator
to ruin it.
disappears.
Nerves, heart, lung,
But it's so cold,
liver,
too.
nerves,
It's itching against my skin.
lungs, liver, nerves.
Princess exhausted. Oh yeah, because the narrator is gone. We have to narrate ourselves. The princess exhausted slumps to the ground
Why is it so cold?
because it's the world. Oh, there's our goddess thing. I hope it's a goddess. You do not get a chance to respond. No, will you ever? It's time to leave. Memories return.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I know where she is.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
We know. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but not for me. It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared.
What is that supposed to mean?
We'll do this
Whatever
way
awful
this
thing
time.
I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Can't even trust ourselves.
Oh, sorry. Approach the mirror. So yeah, our personalities leave when we do this. You approach the mirror. Gaze into our reflection. Our reflection changes too. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always takes or makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You've unraveled. I'm not sure if it looks different. It's hard to tell. The reflection doesn't seem to be the same. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Go to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
I have no idea. That rhetorical question? Do you want to know? Or do you know? Do you want me to tell you?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
Alright. That makes lots of sense. I think we're birthing like a god or something, but I'm not sure. Or a demon or the end of the world.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
You think that anything is real out there? You think we are real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Nice. Good philosophing. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship,
Oh,
but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
because we abandoned her. We made her like angry but needing us at the same time, so she had a little rage going on.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Maybe. He does. I don't know why. I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I find him. He does. When I find him, you and I are finally gonna have answers. Let's do that.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Oh. Okay. How many more vessels? I don't think she has a good answer for this.
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Really?
And then gravity will pull the others back to me.
Oh.
I will be singular.
I thought I had to
A
do them
final
all.
multitude.
Okay. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you? I think it doesn't matter, because she'll get them all. I could just stay here with her. I guess that would be an option, but... Oh, you know what? We can do a save for that particular situation. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Because I don't know what happens if I try to kill her, or I just stay here.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark. You die. Again. Bring the nightmare to her.
You're on a path
Excuse me.
in the woods. You're here.
Blah, blah, blah. When we come back here, we don't remember. So let's just go for it.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Yeah.
She will lie.
Yeah. He says that.
The interior of the blade is your implement.
We'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the...
We'll enter the basement.
The door to her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Of course not. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
Keep
She
holding on
makes a
for now.
compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It's rude. But we're gonna keep
You
holding
ignore
on
the
it.
trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she's bluffing? Isn't bluffing?
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
I believe that's true.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Rude. Squint at the princess while holding the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Squint harder.
You squint even harder.
Yeah.
So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Okay, we'll slay her.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand. But you've already
Basically,
lost
I
the
waited long enough for her to get ready.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
She's smacking us.
She doesn't stop there.
Oh, jeez.
She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for
she
air,
stomped
eyes
us.
you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That wasn't the ending I was expecting, but I think it works for us. Chapter 2, The Tower.
You're on a path.
Blah,
You're
blah,
here
blah.
to slay.
Alright. Gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
What's her voice?
What does it matter what
Voice
he
of the
knows?
broken.
There's nothing we can do to stop her.
She broke us,
She's
literally.
just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Okay. Let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We
Yeah,
might
yeah.
as well just pledge ourselves to her. And
There
stop
we go.
pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
The voice of broken says we should just submit.
Can we tone
She
down
was
the pessimism?
so
just a
strong last
smidge?
time.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
Oh.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone.
The world
yourself
hasn't
included.
ended yet, I don't think.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the
Knuckleheads.
world.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
I didn't have a choice. I think we're just gonna walk down without a knife.
The interior
Oh,
of the
wow.
cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
There's a ladder
You'll
to
need
get
if you
to
want
it.
to do this right.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Or just a mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to... What are you talking about?
It never works.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Poor voice that are broken. We're so sad. Let's just go.
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed.
It's true.
Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up
Giant
from
steps.
below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
It sounds nice.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, this is, the narrator didn't say like, this is like worse than hell living down there.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives
Oh, there
here,
we go.
slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
There you go.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh, she has some crazy voice.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Damn it.
You shouldn't have come down here unarmed.
Damn. Multi-button mouse.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Voice that are broken wants to worship
Should we
her.
be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Alright, let's go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
It's like a dog or cat going downstairs.
The
Oh,
princess
hi.
towers over you, almost glowing in the
She
weak
floating?
starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Okay.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
Sorry.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Okay.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
We're gonna go with our
That's my
voice.
good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Sure.
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. This time groveling at my feet. What a wretched sight.
Doesn't respect us.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
You should probably tell her why we're here. I don't think I can refuse her. You're supposed to end the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten.
We reminded her of it.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Alright. Sounds like she wants to rule the world, not destroy it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
I don't think so. I don't think that's her personality. What would you have me do? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do. You can be whatever you want. I have questions before I decide to do anything. Can we ask her?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
I want to know her name.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps. Or a pet.
Or a pet. What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
How do I do that? You're so powerful, can't you just break them?
Don't be rude. Of course she can.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
What were you?
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Okay. Well, she's into
The
this.
song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Wow.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Alright. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you have to.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Okay. We know the truth, though.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
You're pretty awesome. Kind of floaty.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
How do we do that?
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
The narrator hasn't been around for a while.
No.
Oh, there
can't
you
just
are.
give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
What are you gonna do?
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Oh, you can see him.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
She can interact.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah!
Oh wow.
Rise, my little bird.
I think we broke
Without
him.
hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
She took over the narrator.
Break my chains.
How?
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
That's true. And what if I don't believe? I have to? It's over, I'm sorry. We'll break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Take her hand. I mean, oh, they took her. I was wondering how we're gonna get up the stairs. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memories return.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Gonna be okay. Just trust me.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
It's gonna be fine. I'll see you on the other side. It's the end for you, not for me. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is gonna be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. A mercy.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They are gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you see what's in it. You are nothing at all. There's nothing there. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. It's our bird face. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh, that can be good. And then another crack forms, and another. Okay, we read that. So you're the narrator? I was wondering if I ever get to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Let's just go through it.
Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I don't know. Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you.
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you. You said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design.
Okay, so that's why they don't remember. They're a different being altogether.
This construct you're in
there's an
exists
eye.
in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Alright. But we didn't have a choice. Like, even when we outright killed her, it still worked out that way. Like things still worked out.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
After everything you've done to us, think anyone deserves to live? Does it hurt when those pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't
be nice.
hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
You got anything to say for yourself?
I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done to us, do you think you deserve to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
So many questions. I'm so sorry. I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Sorry, little bird. So you do know about the loops? So many of the times I met you, you denied it.
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
Interesting.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Okay.
Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Is that something we should do? Are you a part of me? You made me. What am I?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh, fun. Rest easy. I'm gonna destroy her. Lying. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. We'll lie to him.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time's up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
So if we kill this goddess, we eliminate death and suffering from the universe. I don't know, that seems like an imbalanced thing. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. Ooh, getting all the achievements. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Key to the cabin. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Where'd she go? Hello? Oh, hi. This isn't disturbing at all.
I can finally see you. And you can finally see me.
Nice to see you.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Thanks. We're gonna save. Just if we want to explore stuff. We will go over this one. Yep. So I have a cat coming by who may cause me some trouble. I've missed you too. You know about the echo. Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound.
Shifting
A
mound.
pale imitation of what I actually am.
What are you? What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Maybe.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Okay, that's cool. We're like two parts of a god.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I don't know. So many stories left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in this? Why is this falling on me? Let's talk this through. So many questions. If I let you out, entire world ends for good? Can't do that. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if she's gonna destroy everything. If you were always going to become this, then what's the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led me to this moment? Must be another way. This can't come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do this. I told you it was going to happen when we reach this point. Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place. But I don't know how to leave. First, we're going to save again just because there was a lot of conversation. We'll go through these. Why not?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Alright. Don't you have a say in this?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach.
Yeah, I
And
imagine
you
that.
cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
This is a little beyond.
But
things.
violence and passion are dances that both of us know well.
Oh,
If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I think we're seeing something more about her. Oh,
You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacies reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine.
this is the tower talking.
When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it.
She's a little intense.
Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
All right. I miss when it was you. Submitting to you was a mistake. I would have destroyed you if I knew what you were. You were consumed by your own ego. Oh, let's stand up to her.
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful.
Oh, hi.
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known.
I think when we lose our voice, I think she's been taking that as well.
But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
It's true. That wasn't a rejection of fear. You broke me of your will. You wanted to make the world suffer. You act as if you're above it all, but you're not. I'm not afraid anymore. Even if I'm not afraid now, the fear of others is real. Can't uphold the harm that everyone suffers just because we're beyond that. Let's do that.
Others cling to fear because they have not yet seen beyond it. Will you strip the beauty of transformation just because some refuse to acknowledge it?
I don't know.
A shiver passes through you as
this
unseen
is the
fingers,
ghost.
cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
But with redemption, there can be no sin. No, that's not. That doesn't work. I would sacrifice everything to free you again. I won't engage in violence. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. No. Sure?
And yet there is nothing left for you to sacrifice, so long as you accept me with open arms. My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them.
Oh yeah,
nor
this is
there
where we
now.
broke
There
reality.
is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything. A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
I couldn't understand you then. I think I understand you now. You seem to be in pain. I'm sorry for what I did, but it was the only thing that I could do. I won't engage in violence. I guess.
I saw with a single pair of eyes what I needed dozens to comprehend. And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them opening to what we are. Your lover drives a stake into your
Oh
body,
yes, that was the
and another,
princess that we
and another, and another.
didn't slay.
Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
I was blinded by emotion. We both know that. I want that feeling back. That feeling never left me. There we go.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together. Hand in loving hand.
All right. Can we do this? I'm gonna save again, just because that was a lot of stuff. I feel I want to explore things. No, I won't leave with you, not until we see things from my perspective. Is that a
If you
thing?
need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake your will rapidly. You begin to shake your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in things you believe when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
It sounds interesting. I don't know why what would happen if we kill her? It's easy to believe. Okay, I'm ready to leave. I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? Can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's slay her first, and then we'll do the go with her. Maybe. Oh wait, you're cruelty itself. I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. I can't do this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. I guess that's a third option. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep on dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, I must be able to change you. That seems balanced. Ooh, maybe we should do that. Let's do that. Let's
What I offer you is
try
not
to find a third
perspective.
option.
It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now.
Hey, the voice came back. Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be
I guess this is probably the right way to go.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
Alright.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Okay.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
This has to be the right way to do it. What's going on? It's a cabin.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it into the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Alright, what do we do? Yeah, it's funny. After everything he put us through, it's kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
It's a complicated thing. Let's just enter the basement. I don't think we
No blade
need...
it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
I don't think we need to use our blade.
Stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go.
Right.
We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Oh,
There you
she's
are.
not chained up.
You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
All right. Sit with her. Are you the same as you are out there?
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
I don't want to be a god?
I don't think I want that either.
What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
I don't know. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want something to know. I want to know something new. Let's go with the second one.
I want that too.
Aw.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Really? Are you gonna be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Alright, we're gonna leave with the princess. You lead the princess, or lead, the princess follows. Together, you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. There's an energy in the silence, an electricity, anticipation of the unknown. Top of the stairs as the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see a tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in a long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore. She knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
Come on, princess. It's just a door.
You can do it.
Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever
Aw.
happens next will be completely new.
This is really sweet. Oh, I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
Yay. Oh, her little monster hand. We did it. Yeah. I think we got the happy ending. We chose the third option. Here are all the people who worked on this game. Yay. That was awesome. And like, there's so many other things to do. Yeah. So I bet if I went down with a knife, I would have had one of the other princesses. And I don't know. But I just felt like having her normal self, like her nice self, worked. Finish the game. Yeah, the soundtrack is really good too. Oh, thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H. It's alright. I'm recording this. Explore, join the Discord. Oh. I guess we'll just go to the main menu. Yay! That was really good. Honestly, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. I did the save so I could play the other paths, but I think it's worth it to leave it up to anyone else who wants to play it. See what happens if you slay the goddess or go with the goddess. Yeah. And it's midnight, so that works out. Yeah, this is Slay the Princess. Like I said, from like, I guess, just if you just went by the name of the game and some of the advertisements, it just seemed like it was a sort of silly game with like a silly dark game, but there's so much more to it. And yeah, we won. Oh, she's going crazy. And like I said, there are other options to go because I guess we saved 4, or we brought 4 princesses to the goddess, but there are I think another 4 of them that we didn't get. So there are many paths to go. Also, Scarlet Hollow. I really want to play that game. I just need to have money at the same time that game is on sale. Anyways, yeah, this was a good game. I recommend it. Go play the game. I also have my cat Abby here. She recommends it too. Yeah, I think I'll let that be it for tonight. I might play the other endings. Maybe I'll do something YouTube-y, but I'll give it some time. That way, it's not spoiled. Anyways, yeah. Thank you all for joining me. It was a good time. And yeah, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank all chatters, of course. Thank you, chatters. You gotta thank lurkers. Lurkers are love. And to the VOD watchers from the future. Hope the future is bright.